Thursday night dinner.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Pro632 Radio. We are going to go over last week's race, everything exciting there, and some other things. Hopefully we have someone join us in a bit. Jason, go ahead.
Hey, let's start off, everybody, with car counts. So, everybody's complaining, moaning, groaning, car counts are down and everything else. But if you sit back about it and you look at everything and you look at all these big money racers, and everybody's going to him. And I'm gonna use Jason Harris as an example because I mean he's been hitting a lot of them, and winning. God bless him. So the kid's running himself thin. You know what I mean? He's running hard, making it all over the country, here, there, and everywhere else, to make all these big dollar car races. And you can only spread a race so thin. I mean, we only have so much time. We only have so much money, and I said this when we first started the show. I mentioned about the IHRA and all their races they had, the PDRA, plus, NHRA stuff and all the other little ones that are out there. There's only so many cars. And I think a lot of sanctioning bodies are starting to suffer because of the car count. The car counts are just not there. You can't have – go ahead.
I mean, you're right, Jason. It's we had the NHRA last weekend, with the PDRA race, right? So you can go to the NHRA or you go to the PDRA. The week before, it was you have IHRA and PDRA. Which one do you go to? You have a multi-million-dollar chance to win a race. Which one do you go to? So it's like even those cars, even the Milan race didn't pull a lot of cars. No, they were just, and there was another race right before that, the week before. So. Is it the economy and we're just really hurting so bad with funds, $500 a gallon for fuel or whatever it costs now? All those little things definitely add up to getting racers to the racetrack.
Yep. And we're not even accounting for all the NHR races that are gone on in between, that I mean, like the Pro Mod class is just, I mean, those guys are running hard to get everywhere where they're going. and like like I said, you can only spread them so far apart, and it's going to take its toll, and it's taking its toll. I mean, we had 8 cars in Maryland, but there was only 9 Pro Nitrous cars. There was only 10 Pro Boost cars. Top Dragster was down, Top Sportsman was down, but
so ironically, those numbers they were equal on the playing field there.
Except for junior dragsters, there was 64 of them, right? So, that's local kids, right? Local kids coming in to race the big league. So, you can't expect this is all going to follow through. It's going to bear its fruit. Come next year, and when people are like, we didn't have car count, we didn't have what have, and I just hope promoters think about everything that's going on. Don't punish one class or another because, they didn't have all the cars that they normally had in 2025, right? Because now there's just more places to race. So people with the economy, I would listen, if we could race 632 closer, would it be on the plate for me to go, you know what? I'm not going to drive to Maryland. Maybe not. I mean, I am, I'm tried true PDRA, racer. I don't want to race anywhere else. But if I didn't have the money to go that far and it was local stuff doing, then maybe, I wouldn't travel as far.
I mean, you want to race that local stuff. It's important, right? Because it helps the local racetracks too. We definitely have to, support both, like we have what Milan has their race coming up too shortly, this week or next week. It's first Friday, right? So this week will be their Outlaw 632 race. So we need to make sure that they tell us, hey, how it worked out there. I'm just sorry. I read the comment from George and telling you to put a hat on. The shine is blinding him.
I'm just showing him that
shine's
my
pretty
head
good too, but it's got a little cover.
No, he's seen the big knot I had on my noggin when I whacked my head in Maryland on the generator door and split that baby open. It sucked to even have a to put a hat on. I mean, a helmet on. Hey, we got Cameron going to come in on with us.
Awesome.
At some point.
He just popped in, so.
All right. Well, I didn't know if you were hitting that. If you were adding them in.
No, I'm busy doing some other stuff.
No, that's not on you. That's on us. So we got Cameron Gibson on here, the man of the hour, the man with the food.
The food.
We're just talking about car counts and how they were down. So to me, there is no answer for it. It's going to be what it is. People are going to race what they're going to race, and promoters and sanctioning bodies are going to have to deal with the loss of cars at the moment. You know what I mean? IHRA took a step back. And they did it on the marine side, offshore boats, and on the car side. And I just think they thought, they're probably being smart about it. Pissed a lot of people off, but on both sides, hey, listen, we're gonna shorten this up and call it a day, and we're gonna regroup and figure out how we can do this better 2027. I think that's smart on their part. And I read a comment from a V-bottom racer, bracket type racer, and it was pretty much like being negative about everything isn't good for any one sanctioned body. We need to band together and make it work through all sanctioned bodies, because we need each other to make it work, right? And it's like, not for nothing, we need junior dragsters to, make PDRA work. If we don't have them, what are we going to do with that big time slot? Right? Bracket bash. There wasn't that much. I don't think Cameron. I don't really think there was that many bracket bash cars there.
No, I feel like all around the car count's been lower. I don't know why it's been happening.
I remember looking at Patrick, and I said, not this Patrick, the tuner Patrick, and I was like, man, how many what's the car count you guys got? And he went, I think he said 12. I go, that's low, ain't it? And he goes, well, there's only 25 of these cars in the country. Okay, that puts a
Which
reality.
car is that one?
Pro Street.
The 10.5 car?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's only he said there's only like 25 of them in the country that are racing, I guess. So, you know what I mean? It's going to take its toll. You know what I mean? But once I looked at the numbers, I didn't feel so bad there only being 8 of us.
Yeah.
Because there's only one more Pro Nitrous car, and there was only 2 more Pro Boost cars. And I'm like, okay. You know what I mean? Nobody can complain about 632.
On par with everybody else.
Yeah. Right. Look at the big picture. We're all down. So I hope it'll work itself out. In a car counts will come back. I mean, like I said, you just can't run all these races and expect all these races to show up, especially when they're week after week after week after week.
That actually helps the racers though too, right? Yeah. So the ones who are trying to go multiple different series, they can actually, since the IHRA backed off a few, they'll be able to not hurt so much stuff going race after race after race. So,
well, Melanie Slemmy wasn't even there.
Yeah, it's kind of weird, right?
It's like you don't go to a PDRA race without seeing Melanie Slemmy there. So, I mean, that was an eye opener. But how much can you expect that, the Slemmies to race in 1 month? At some point, you got to stay home and make some money so you can go race in the next month.
Yeah.
That's just the way that is. So, we all can't be like Cameron Gibson here and just race.
They roll the car down the street and go racing, right? Is what we was told last time.
Yeah, basically. Trust me. They live so close that his mom didn't even stay at the racetrack. She went home at night.
Sure, very true. Very true. Most of the time, I don't even stay at the racetrack. I stay there just because it's PDRA.
Right.
All right. Hey, Jason, so since we got him on the line, let's go talk about your weekend and how everything was working out. I mean, pretty good reaction time, get you in a win. So,
yes, sir. I will say, coming in, I knew no race was going to be an easy race. I knew I was going to have to do my part in a sense, and I will say I feel like half of it's luck too. You know, rather be lucky than good. But I don't know. It was a good time. It felt good to get it under the belt and rip the Band-Aid off in a sense. Hopefully, it's the first of more or many more.
Well, when I seen that 23 come up, I was like, damn, glad I don't have him next round because I went 22.
We're chipping away at it. We had our own little hurdles. As you saw, I mean, we were taking that thing apart every other run. So it felt good to get through it though, and heading in the right direction finally. You know.
Well, your dad's got no quitting him. I can tell you that. I mean, so the cookout, right? So that was like the best one so far. I don't want to be disrespectful to anybody. Mr. Cook has done it twice. And we're all greatly appreciative that he did it twice. But between JC and your mom, the food was unbelievable. And I had that cooler on the side of me. Somebody popped open, and it was 3 dozen of crabs in there. And you had a smash table. I walked in. I'm like, they had a table set up. I don't know if you've seen the video I posted. They had a table set up with little wooden hammers smashing crabs and people just banging away at it. The roast beef was great. I couldn't get enough of that. It was funny to see. We pick on him all the time. My tuner, Mike. His nickname is Pac-Man for a reason. So he sat down at that table. Your mom's like, take more of this. And he had a heaping plate. And Mr. Cook, David Cook, was sitting across from him. And Mike is ex-military, so it's everybody just chows down. It's like you put that in front of, I'm speaking and Patrick's in front of me, right? You know, Patrick, you put that thing down and you woof that shit down because you don't know when the buzz is going to go off. It says time's up, right? So he's got this heaping plate. He mounts that thing down, gets up, gets another plate. David Cook goes, good Lord, where you putting it? And he goes, I ain't got time. The buzz is going to go off and I can't eat no more. Well, then
gotta work too.
Yeah. Then Cameron's mom came out. Was that homemade pie?
Yeah. Dessert. She
came out with this homemade strawberry pie. And she cuts off a piece that is like enough for 2 people and hands it to Mike. He woofs that thing down. She goes, more? He goes, yeah. She gives him another piece. Well, after everybody sat down and ate, and I mean, there was a lot of food. We were going back. She goes, you want to take a plate to go? And I said, just give me another piece of that pie. I'll give it to the guys when I get back there. No, sure. As I put it back on the table, I put it on the table. I go, yeah, that's for you. And by the time I said you, Mike already had the whole thing, and he's eating the 3rd piece of this strawberry pie. I go, I guess Eric ain't getting any. But that food was great. I mean, the crab cakes that JC got. It's a shame they didn't make it there to have any. At least I didn't see him the whole time. And Emily Rainey was like, what's up with this dinner thing? And I'm like, what are you talking about? We talk about it all the time. It's posted here. It's posted on the WhatsApp. It's posted on the social media pages. We talk about it all the time. And they're like, they didn't know nothing about it. Mr. Hood was another one. He had no idea, but I had to go.
Hey, Mr. Hood is the one that's a little different. He's not on social media at all. So unless you're going down there and say, hey, Mr. Hood, bring the family to come eat.
Well, he's got Billy, his nephew.
So he is online, yeah.
Yes, and he goes, I didn't think you were having it every race. And I'm like, and I just rode him. Jason came out, and Jason just rode him like anything sitting at the table. And Talise said, uncle. And amazingly enough, he's not going to go to Tennessee. Yeah, Mr. Hood's not going to go. He said he's got a bad taste in his mouth for Tennessee because last time his truck broke down and the trailer broke, and that's it. He's not going.
That's fair.
I'm like, okay. But, Mrs. Hood's going to go, I think we should go to Tennessee, and he'll be loading that car up and going.
Yep.
His Camaro that he's building is already got the motor mounted in it.
awesome.
The dude's 70-something years old. He's already got a motor mounted in it.
There's no stopping that guy. Y'all know that.
No, I mean, at his age, I hope to have half the steam that man has. You know what I mean? I really, really do. God bless him. I mean, he's on it. Your dad said he definitely walked through the lanes to make sure everybody knew.
Yeah, I wish I was there, but I was in Germany, enjoying the extreme heat of Germany and no ACs. Rough week.
Tell the unworldly people on the show that about Germany and no AC.
It's hot.
Why is there no AC?
Well, because the average temperature throughout the year is, 70 degrees. So you just keep the doors open. You got a breeze. But then you get those weeks that are 100 during the summer and there's no AC. But, that's that big green deal, that Europe's part of and reduce whatever. Anywho, hey, but what we didn't start off the show with properly was two things. One, at 2 first round whole shot wins, which is great,
Yeah, me and the kid.
You got yours, and Jason got his, but Jason, you also won the bounty on JC, which is like the more important one because unfortunately JC lost. I was rooting for him, but
to put some of that in perspective, a lot of people don't know what was going on. JC was running 2 cars. I was running the Superstock car and the 632 car. We were the first pair out.
He just got done right.
We were down to maybe 4 of those Pro Street cars left, and there's still no JC. And I'm just dragging. I'm like, man, I don't want to win this because he doesn't make it back here on time. And finally, we had to pull up. And when I started pulling up, he just, he came right in. And I was already sitting in the car, I was strapped in because we're the next one at the pole to go through when he showed up. And he comes over. Good luck, man. See you on the other side. And of course, the third comes over and he's like, "Hey, man, good luck." Gives me his little speech that he always gives. Don't play any games. Don't get in my dad's head. Have a fair race. And I'm like, this little kid, So we rolled up there and man, the GoPro footage. GoPros they're priceless. And I put that thing in there and I let that button go and I didn't see him. And I didn't see him. And I could see the cone coming up and I look over again and I could just see a piece of him. And I'm like, shit, here he comes. And it went over. And then the win light, I mean, we didn't know who won. And I seen it. My win light came on. I was like, phew, needed that one, right? And I got to the top. Meanwhile, I get to the top end and my rear end's going, rrr, 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 rrr. I'm like, oh, this thing's roached. It's done. And, we the next round, and they turned around so quick, right, Cameron? It was, you didn't have the time that we normally had. There was no way I had time to change a rear end housing out in a second. So I just ran with what I had in it.
I felt like especially with the junior we had running, as soon as we got straight and chaos was over, we were getting ready to go back up, put it down and all that.
It was crazy, because there was just no cars, right?
Yeah. There's no time to buffer you between runs.
Yeah, no, it was like nothing. So I just left the thing alone, and we had oil coming on number 8 spark plug to boot with. So it's time. It's time for us to get it serviced. She's got 60 runs on her. Well, that's it. But and obviously from there I got Mr. Pittman, and first time we danced, and he's on me 1-0 right now. But I left on him. I needed to leave a little bit more, and I didn't need to lose that 2 thou that I lost. I went 20 with JC, but then I went 22 against Pittman. I think the 20, if I would have went 20 again and cut a little bit better light, it would have been a different outcome. But hey, it's drag racing, right? 50-50 shot when you get up there. That's what I like about it. We got 4 seconds to figure it out. Who's going to be the winner? But man, I was happy when I got to the top end and you got that win light. I was happy for you, man. It was your first win already of
I appreciate it. Yeah, I was excited. We were all yelling over the radio, and it was funny. Same thing that you had. I left, and I could just see the red on the front end just coming up, and to the point where if I didn't see the light, I wouldn't have had no idea. At first, there was like that moment of like, oh no. Like,
Right.
bad feeling watching him start just walking away on you.
Like the video from me and Pittman, every gear change, if you use the window bar, every gear change, you could see his car going a little bit farther forward. Every gear change. I was like, damn, there's just no catching that thing. But I think the next bounty should be on Mr. Pittman. Yeah.
Well, let's go ahead and hold on a second. Let me add this to the stage real quick. And Mr. Pittman is now the points leader, which is kind of crazy by 3 points.
Yep.
So every race, every point, every qualified position, everything counts when you're going into it. And if you think about it, yeah, it's going to be a very difficult race between them two. We have how many races we have left?
Three.
Yep. Yeah.
So, yeah, it's going to be an interesting race to the
I like to
championship.
see it. Somebody else just can't. Obviously, ultimately for me, sitting in fourth, and I got a little ways to go to catch Junior, but I got Carson right on my butt. He wasn't before this race, but because he went to he went all the way to the finals, he bumped right up, and with no buffer in between from people not coming back to race or not racing at all. It is what it is, but it's going to be a tough race. Billy
Gibson has started the pot to take out Pittman.
He must have heard me picking on him. He said, "Make it 100."
Oh, really? Let's do it that way. Awesome. So I guess, Mr. Pittman, if you're watching, you got a bounty on your head for the next race or until someone beats you. Right now it's 100. So I'm sure by the next race it'll be.
I'll throw 100 in.
Well, let's make it 200. Well, shit.
Well, I didn't have to pay myself on the last one. Billy covered Cameron's note on it. Then I'll collect my other one from. Who else do I got to collect from? I got to collect
me.
From you.
I got my 50. And Nelson.
Yeah, you, Chris Nelson, and Ed McLemore. So there was 500 on Beatty. Wasn't 4? It was 5.
It was 5. Okay.
Yep.
I didn't remember the last thing, but people think it was just us putting money up for this pot. We started it and it grew and grew and grew and grew. So, which is awesome because it's just us beating each other up about trying to take out the next person. And it drives you to do better because there's a little extra on it. So yeah, it's going to be fun. But, last year we had 20 something cars already.
Yeah.
20 something plus.
Yeah. We had 25 different participating cars last year.
It's a little hurting this year. Hopefully we can get that car count up some by the end of the year.
Do you got some spy pictures to show?
I have to download those and I will in a second. I hadn't done that, but what I wanted to talk about, since we were talking about car counts and all that stuff, is the participation when requests are put out. We talk about, hey, we're going to go to the race? Yeah. Or how many people's going to show up to a race for food, for a great example, and it takes forever. And it's not like somebody's, hey, wanting you to pay for the food. We just want to know how many people are showing up so you have enough food for the car count. It goes to the sponsorship things. We'll switch a little bit to the Southern Outlaw stuff that we're trying to build and create. And the sponsors want to know how many people are going to show up because they need an ROI on this. And I'm just going to pull this up on here. I removed everybody's email addresses because we don't need to send the emails to everybody. Oh, wrong one. Remove that. Boom. So of all the racers that's out there, these are the only ones that have sent in the link and said, hey, this is what nitrous jet we're going to run, because we have to find out how many of those are so we buy the correct number of jets, hopefully in time for the first race, which right now we have one November with the
November 1st,
which it's going to be an off race possibly because that's a Sunday race. And then we're still working some of the nuances of some other ones, and hopefully we get them all together. But right now, I mean, they talk about all the jet size, and almost everyone's a 36 jet, but 2. So I think it's interesting.
Yep. And I got contacted from a few others while we're at the Maryland race. Too much Mountain Dew. Tell you, David Pike has been very, very helpful in getting it out in Florida for the racers in Florida that don't really follow us or pay attention to what we're trying to do. And I think he got us 3 more cars, and that are interested in coming. Chris Nelson's been calling me up about things that just questioning the rules and the rule set. Just even though it's written in it, some people need to verbally hear that it's okay. Obviously, I'm not going to get into the whole rule thing again, but we're not. What's out there is what's out there. There's maybe 1 or 2 things I'm going to change on it, and that's it. And just because we can't police it, Patrick, we got traction control in there. We can't police that. Anybody's got a fuel tech is going to they got traction control, so that's going to come out. And then, dumps are allowed. That's been the biggest question. There's, again, Kai Kelly killed you guys for steel roof quarter cars getting a weight break. It's not going to happen.
There's no reason for a weight break for a factory roof and quarter car when the Pro Modern 1 or Street Outlaw street car goes out there and wins World Series of Pro Mod.
Right. So that's not going to happen. And, they'll be, you know what I mean? And no, there's no lockup. Forget about it. We're still having that issue. You know what I mean? We lost cars because we can't get weight off. And then, right now, the one car that's the fastest car has a lockup in it in PDRA. He's not untouchable. I don't think he deserves weight on. I'm not saying anything. He doesn't deserve weight or anything else on it, but he's not untouchable and he's beatable. He's damn fast.
If y'all would do y'all's job and do a better time on the reaction time, you would have beat him. Just a little bit more on a start line, you're good.
Yeah.
So
I needed the 15 or the 19 I did during qualifying is what I needed, and I just didn't have it. You know what I mean? So need to go to bed earlier at night. Can't be staying out with Cameron till 2 a.m. All right.
I mean, I was at a illusion place on vacation, and my son was doing those. I told him, "Hey, let's do this skills test. Grab the bars. And I hit the button, light goes on, and I'm halfway down the thing, and he hits the button, the light comes on, and it moves a half an inch. He's already grabbed it, and I was like, "Well, crap, hey, buddy, I don't know you don't like racing that much yet, but
right.
You might have to get in this car and race because your reaction time versus my reaction time, your old man's gonna watch you win this thing." So, but you're talking about a spy car, so in reaction times win the race. How many times whole shots wins, right? So
the worst thing you want to do is put a GoPro on your funny car cage where it sees your thumb and the light at the same time, and put it on
lights
slow-mo.
Green.
Put it on slow-mo and you watch the thing go down and your finger's still here and you're going, and Pippin's in the other lane. You go, I'm like, let go anytime now, buddy. Let go. And I pop the thing off. I jump on him, but I mean, if it was, woulda, coulda, shoulda. Spy photos. Tim McGarry.
That thing is sexy.
Yes. That is a beautiful car. We got those. We got those without him knowing it. He's probably going to see it and be, "Oh my God, my pictures of my car are already out there." So, he will be in Bristol. So he should be there. I think Tyler Berry's coming. I don't know. Tara, you making a trip out? I know you're on there. I seen you post up about how great the Gatorade drinks were. at the Gibson family household.
That's very good.
I think they bring a separate tractor trailer to bring everything they had at the track. We got one of those like 60-inch monster fan AC unit things.
Swap cooler?
Yeah.
Tara says she's going to be there.
She's going to be there. Nice.
With her mahi.
Oh, yeah.
Right? So the car count will be up a couple. Like I said, I think Tyler Berry's coming out. His, say a prayer for his dad. His dad had a heart attack. That's why he's been little not behind and not showing up and everything else. If the brick gets a weight break, everybody wants a weight break.
Everybody wants one, and we don't control no rules for anything PDRA. So
PDRA.
Sorry, Tar.
We can suggest. It's all we can do. It's all we can do is suggest. Other than that, Jeff Pittman, I think this is his first win or second win in Pro 632.
He won last year? I
think he did. He's trying to get him on tonight. She caught me off guard. If you can see me, because I'm going to lose another 10 pounds.
Oh, man. Zepic, right? Zepic right? For the win?
So, yeah, we try to get Jeff on the show tonight. We'd like to have the winner of the previous race on, but he is working his tail off, getting everybody their toters for the holiday weekend. Told his guys if they get everything done by Wednesday night, they could have Thursday and Friday off paid. I think we all need to go work for Mr. Pittman.
Yeah.
But he did commend the video stuff that was done for 632. We'll touch on that real quick. I met Kyle, the videographer, through JC Beatty. He had been working with JC for over a year doing stuff for ATI. And I paid him in Virginia during the rain to video some of our stuff. And he got I think he got 2 test runs maybe. And we got a little bit of stuff out of him. And then, I think we didn't. Did we even qualify? I don't even remember anymore.
Virginia, we did 2 test hits, and then we were called up.
Yeah, that's right.
Called up, and then that's when the rain started.
So he did what he could out of the 2 test hits we got, and then we made an agreement. And if anybody wants to read the agreement that I got, I'll gladly post it. It was $4,000, and we got it was like 3 video clips. It was a bunch of stuff that we got. And the only reason why I'm bringing this up is because Mr. Pittman was pretty curious about it. And if anybody wants to do this moving forward again, then, we can hire Kyle to come in, and that's the price for the weekend for everything that we got. If we want to do it as a group, I can't continuously throw out $4,000 every race on top of my race money. Not at the moment. I can't. I don't mind doing it, but I can't do it every time. It's just not financial for me to do it. So basically, I got it right here, $4,000. So we gave them access to our 632 account, Race 632 account, and they did 2 to 3 posts during the whole weekend, every day during the whole weekend between photos and videos. An event recap, 5 to 10 minutes, YouTube recap of the event with driver interviews and running footage, which you all seen. A collection of 50 to 100 event photos, which we haven't received yet because he's still editing, that we can use as we please on socials. 3 to 5 short clips to post from full-length edit to encourage people to watch the recap. Interviews with drivers, footage and individual race camps, footage of all the drivers off the line, questions about the class, informative pieces. So that's what it costs. If anybody's interested in on it, that's the exact bill. When somebody wants to see the text message, I actually sent it to Mr. Pittman because he asked. Your mom is unbelievable. She is. Mrs. Gibson just texted in. She'll throw $1,000 in for the next one if we want to do another video.
I knew it was coming. I didn't know
We were having that conversation about transmissions, and she just come right out and she looked at me and you with those eyes. She goes, "Well, how much is a transmission?" I'm like 15 grand. And she looked at you, goes, "So why don't we have one?" I'm like, "I love you."
Yeah, you gotta reel her in almost at this point. Like,
yeah, she just makes it too easy. So why don't we have one? Well, we'll just march over to JC or FTI and get one right now.
That's kind of what we did. He left with our transmission from that race. So.
But she was just so sincere about it. So the video stuff, I'm really impressed with it. It helps. We're going to use it for promotional stuff on our end for the Southern Outlaw. We're going to use it to send it to tracks and stuff like that. And if you guys need it to help sponsorship for yourselves, that's going to bring on to another thing. Sponsorship. Can't ask for sponsorship if your shit's sitting on jack stands. You got to race. I don't care how fast you are, how slow you are. You have to show up. Nobody's going to give you a dime dollar, a piece of attention if your car is sitting on jack stands.
Unless you're a millionaire.
So you need to get out there. I don't care if you think you're slow. Mr. Hood shows up every race to go out first round, and I will say that to the day that man dies. You know what I mean? He is, unbelievable with it. He's happy to be there, and somebody should give him money. You know what I mean? Because he just shows up. Yeah, your mom, your dad too. They're great people. So you got to get out there. I mean, I have a few. I'm thankful for it. Patrick has Redline oil. I have AMSOIL. We got a little conundrum going on between us. I just got I'll post my load of AMSOIL that came in, my pallet that came in for the rest of the season. But you have to participate. I mean, you just can't say, "I wish I had a sponsor, wish this happened, that happened." I'll say it again. Fuel cards. Every one of us deals with somebody with trucks, some company. Ask them for a fuel card. It's the easy write-off for them. Give them something back on the backside. We talk with Jordan, right? Tell Jordan to get get a guy that he takes care of their equipment. Give the guy a break on the labor for the equipment for a gas card. Work it out, right? He gets a discount, and he gets a discount on his repair, and he gets a tax write-off for the fuel. So it's out there. There's ways to do it. Got to kind of be Italianish to figure it out, I guess. But that's the way it has to be. You can't do it without showing up, and showing up is the biggest part. So I hope the people that are going to race the Winter Series, whether you're from Florida or the PDRA people are coming down, or the Milan people are coming down, we are working very hard and diligently behind the scenes on top of our jobs. And I think we're up to 4 associate sponsors plus our main sponsor already for the series. It's going to be a big thing. I think it's going to work out, and I think the Gibsons will be leaving their stuff in South Florida. Well, I keep saying South Florida, but northern part of Florida for the winter.
Very possible.
I think Chris Nelson's going to have some stuff parked on his property. He's got plenty of acreage out there, and he does it for everybody for the World Series. So people are looking to leave their stuff behind. They need to get a hold of Chris Nelson and arrange it with him, because he's 9-10 miles down the street from Bradenton, roughly.
Well, it depends on how the flow crosses.
Yeah. Right. So he's not that far from then he's not that far from the airport. And he's been known to drop people's stuff off at the track. Obviously, we're not going to stay at one track. And if anybody else hears anything different, I was told that the sponsors do not want the Winter Series to be just at one track anymore. So they want to split that up between wherever they plan on going for the DI Winter Series. They just don't want one. I think people get bored going to one track.
I mean, it's good for the one track because, revenue based.
All the money.
It's not good for,
not good for the sponsor, not good for the. And you got people, maybe there's people in the South Georgia area that ain't going to drive all the way to Bradenton, or the Gainesville ain't going to drive all the way to Bradenton. Hell, we know people that won't drive to Bradenton from Orlando.
Correct.
You know, it's just the way it is.
I mean, when we started this off, I was still stationed in Virginia. The 632 Pro Outlaw 632 class, when we were racing down in West Palm Beach. I drove from Virginia to West Palm Beach to race because that's the only place we had to race. So it's all about, what you're willing to do. Hi back there.
That's Billy.
It is.
Sorry.
I hear that laugh.
Yeah, I apologize. Just got home.
Happy Thursday.
Happy Thursday, fucker. I mean, buddy. Sorry. Just got home. Had to wave.
He's one of those guys that texts you in the morning. Happy whatever day it is. And I'm like, why?
No, really tell me what you think.
I'm not a happy day guy.
Right. Really mad.
And he sends this to me like at 9 o'clock. I got 4 hours in already. He's like, hey, happy
9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Oh, man. He's late on that one.
I got 4 hours in already. I'm like, come on, man.
Well, that's when we finally get a chance to text. You know what I mean?
All right.
Because like you, we have employees. Yeah, that are brain surgeons. I love my employees. I'm just saying. My boy Kelly needs a
back to work, you filthy mutt.
I carry on. I'm sorry.
Drive action.
Where were we before we got rudely interrupted by Billy Gibson?
Who knows?
Talking about Southern Outlaw thing. I can't remember.
Yeah. So moving on that, I mean, it's progressing, and I would expect to be. I'm pretty confident we'll probably be at one of the major races sooner than later. I don't want to jinx us. That's the whole thing.
Yeah,
It would be awesome.
We got stuff on the burner at one track, so I just don't want to jinx ourselves, and it goes sour. But yeah, luckily Patrick will have a fresh motor, and I'm gonna have to figure out how to freshen up a motor in between.
It's not that many races. They got three. Oh well, yeah, it'd be 6 races.
Yeah, well, we'll be three PDRA races. So if I go to the finals every one, that's already 30 runs. That's a head gasket.
Well, I mean, your reaction time's not good enough to go to the finals every run.
Damn.
Hey, can you give an old man a break?
Hey, I'm with you, bud. I mean, y'all did, beat the old people. Well, JC's younger than you. You beat the young guy. So.
Yeah, that Carson Hoyle is going to be tough.
He is going to be tough. That is correct.
Right. He's got an injector issue. He burnt up a motor again. Something going on there. I'm sure they're going to figure it out. I think it's an injector driver or something to that effect. But he's fast. You know what I mean? But it got in his head that he was going to burn that motor up. And Anthony's like, we're going to the finals. We really don't care if you burn the motor up. I'd be like, yeah, no. I ain't burning my shit up for $5,000. You can have it.
Costs way more than that to fix it.
Yeah, it's on the other side of it. So other than that, I mean, you got anything you want to talk about, Mr. Gibson?
What is that?
No, he's not talking to you. He's not talking to you. He's in the
He
back.
did say Mister, so
He's like a sock puppet.
I apologize.
He's on the other side of the garage working on the race car, and he's heard that. They just perked up instantly. Attending the first event or getting the whole first event, that felt really good. Great to get that over with. I will say a lot harder than it looks. I've learned that, I guess, the hard way from that first event. We got to become professionals taking transmission out.
Right.
No,
You guys had that out more than it was in.
now question.
Well, hold on a second, Pat. What you didn't know is before dinner on Thursday night, they had the transmission out and they changed the stator in it and they put the transmission in. And then I came back and the transmission was out again because now they're just going to change the transmission.
Yep.
Okay.
And we changed the stator again too, doing that.
But they had it all back together already.
Yeah. Yes, we did. Yes, we
And then
did.
They must have like a lot of space or something.
We should just change that transmission.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We just tough through it. Dumb but tough,
Somebody went walking by, goes, does it make a noise in reverse when you're pushing it? And he went, Well, it pops the belt off the golf cart every once in a while too. I'm like, me and you both been there, Patrick. Sounds like a broken planetary. Yep.
Are you pulling the transmission out completely to change the converter?
No. We gotta do it, and we pull it back into the.
Okay, all right. You're just sliding it back.
Yeah. We're not taking it all the way out.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, yeah, just create you some slides and make that sling slide back. Yeah, don't do the hard way.
Although I did see a video posted by Brian Kloss when he raced Patrick Patterson in Virginia, and he went 416 at 177 miles an hour. Do you remember that race, Patrick?
77.
Yeah.
Do you remember that race, Patrick?
No.
Yeah, he posted up today.
I saw something posted. Was that me?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yep. Public Enemy was there.
That's a long time ago.
Uh-huh. You went 23, right? Was it 23? I think Patrick went.
Maybe. That might have been one of my last ones.
177.
Who are we talking about?
Chelsea Mattingly said, "Get your father under control."
That's my sister.
Sister?
We got the whole crew jumping in.
Get your father, not our father, your father under control.
I did. But yeah. Forgot what we're talking about.
You were going 416 before you owned it.
Oh, yep. The fastest we've been so far is 21. That was at we ran Dorn Wars here at MIR before we went down to VMP just to get like an event under our belts in a sense, get used to running against another car. And we got down to 21, and then I don't know how we did it, but we ended up causing more issues for ourselves and been chasing the battles ever since. You know what I mean? But we've been getting through it. We got 23. It rattled the tires a little bit on that run with Carson. So, I don't know. We're finally heading in the right direction. We got getting our shit in order. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, Carson's no joke. I mean, that kid's fast. He's a good driver. He's a great driver. And, he's got a great car, and he got an awesome engine package. You know, that motor's been fast. 408, I believe, when it was an Amber's car. That motor went.
Yeah, sounds right.
Yeah. That's a fast Pat. You can tell by the look on Patrick's face, he's watching that video right now.
I'm sorry, I got distracted. He said my race car was posted by Brian, so I wanted to watch it real quick.
Meanwhile, your dad's texting me on my phone, trying to give me pointers. I'm in trouble for my comments. Nobody's in trouble for speaking their truth. All right? That's the way that is. Well, I'm pretty much wrapped up. I got everything covered, I think. Unless somebody out there wants to talk about something, post it up real quick. We'll touch on the subject. Cameron, always great having you on.
I appreciate you having me.
We appreciate your family. You guys, coming to the class. Great group. If you haven't met the Gibsons, stop by, shake their hand, introduce yourself. Billy's a little goofy, but it's all right. Don't give him your phone number because he'll text you a happy day, whatever, in the morning.
Won't leave you alone.
Right? Yeah. We're probably all on a group text or something. You just hit send it, it goes out to everybody at the same time. Other than that, next week, I guess we'll have a little more information for you about Outlaw 632. Hopefully, we can probably get Mr. Pittman on. We're going to try to get Kyle, the videographer, on so he can talk a little bit more about, his experience with us. He thinks the class is great. Never been with a group of people like us. He's blown away by the dinner, the Thursday night dinner. So that's big that we all get together like that.
It was a great time.
Yeah, a lot of people are noticing it. You know what I mean? So, going on from there, that's about it. Patrick, you got anything? Are you still watching the video?
Oh, it was over that fast. So, yeah, he went 177. So yeah, and I was at 88 to his 44. So man, I am really gonna have to put my boy in the cart if I can't figure out how to go get a better reaction time. So,
well, it was at night, so the sun wasn't in your eyes.
Well, and the lights turned off down the racetrack too. So it is what it was. All I can ask is that all you racers out there, hit that button that was on the top of the Facebook page. I'll send it out again. Add your information in there so we can get those two potential sponsors so they know how many people that we're going to have there possibly.
They just want they don't, excuse me, Patrick. They just don't want to have a show up and we got 6 cars.
Yeah.
Even though we're self-sponsored, the track's not. We don't have to rely on a track for our purse money or nothing like that. We're self-contained. But at the end of the day, they don't want to show up like we did it multiple times at Bradenton, and we have no cars. We got 6 cars. So I don't expect a big number for DRC. I'm hoping we get 8. It'd be great. You know what I mean? I think DRC will bring more of the local 632 cars than.
I mean, it's a Sunday race, so it's going to be hard for anybody else to travel to go to that race, unless there's a
You're either going to take Friday off to go to a race on Saturday, or you're going to take Monday off to come home from a race on Sunday.
Yep.
That is, pick the poison. I got to find me one of those 10 by 20 tents because I ain't putting no awning up and I ain't sweating on that sun. I can tell you that. That ain't happening. And some more LED lights. So, that's all we need to cut. That's what we need that for, just so we can go there where, we potentially have this, we got this group of people coming to race 632. We're not saying to race in every race, but if we go to them with a car list of 18 and 8 show up, that is what it is. You know what I mean? I hope the numbers would be bigger if we got into World Street or Snowbirds or U.S. Street Nationals. You know what I mean? That's the 3 that we're looking at. And the 4th one, me and Patrick are really looking at Gainesville. If you know what I mean, there's a Night of Fire thing at Gainesville, and we would really love to get into that, and that would be the 4th one. And that would, foreign as a championship. And then what we're also working on, obviously we'll have a point system, but we're also looking for, a sponsorship for the championship, and that'll be dictated once the ball's all rolling. So, the regular points win and there'll be a championship points win. And there's a lot that goes into it. A lot of people don't, and I know I'm going on a tangent, Patrick, but and I didn't even realize that he brought it up. He's like, what are we going to do for trophies? I'm like, huh? Trophies? What are you talking about? We're giving them money. And it's like, we got to get a trophy. So now we have to design a trophy. Now, this is for all you to figure out. And y'all can, Patrick's going to make up a little, I'm giving him something to do. He's going to make up a little thing. What do we want to call? We got the 660 man. We got the Wally. We got the Iron Man. What's our little group thing going to be? The Nitrous Man? You know what I mean? I don't know. What's it look like? What's it going to be? I think Billy offered to make up some trophies over there at the shop because they're a metal fab place over there. Probably get 2 9/16 and a 14 millimeter welded together. Make something up. I don't know. Snap-on screwdrivers ahead. I don't know what they're going to do. But
hey, Mr. Coleman, hang on one second. Mr. Coleman, we posted the payout before, but to win, it'll be $5,000 to win. What was the runner-up?
5,000, 2,000, 15.
Yeah. I can post it up again for you real quick.
And Tara, Ed McLemore is hosting dinner at the next race, which it's steak, I believe. he did send me since yeah, it's probably on Messenger. He sent it to me, but he did send me where it was going to be. Yeah, it's not coming up. No. Other than I'd like to see George come back. 632, Mr. Coleman. Break out that
mini Ventura trophy.
Mini Ventura trophy, right?
Jason.
A mini Guido, as Ed McLemore would say. Get that car ready, Mr. Coleman. Same thing with Andy Spurback. Who else we got out there that's been promising to come and not showing up? Who else is there? We never heard nothing from the Chrysler guys, right?
No.
Where's Vinny LaRosa?
Yeah.
Right?
He's at the Michigan race, if I remember correctly, right?
I'm sure he's going to run next. It's down the street from his house. Get his car dialed in. And then he's got places to leave it. Oh, maybe go out. Look at that, Mr. Coleman. Who came? Alan O'Brien. Not Alan O'Brien. Sorry, Mr. O'Brien. Alan Reynolds and Mike Murphy coming back to 632 for the Winter Series with their old. What's that? Was it 2015 Camaro, Patrick?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep, and they're 632. So there you go. There's the numbers. So, yeah, let's get these cars out and let's show up. Let's race. Let's have some fun. Eat some food. Change some stators. What's your dad doing? What's your dad doing in the background now?
Changing a stator. You don't got no transmission to change a stator, so.
Well, they're about to leak down the motor on this end, and then they're over here fighting the air hose right now. And then
spin the camera around so we can see. Let the whole world see.
He's coming.
He ain't wearing a thong or nothing, right?
Look, I'm sorry. I apologize. I can't help myself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Center of attention. I got it.
Right. No. I was just messing with him, but here we go. Like, we're over here leaking down the motor and all our junk and all our stuff going on.
And all our junk.
Yeah, it is a lot of junk. Look, hold on. We got junior dragsters. We got junior roadsters. Like, a lot of it's a great place for somebody with OCD. I use a lot of help.
Does the roadster get a lot of attention?
It did, and it'll be. We're getting ready to go to ECF in Bristol. We'll leave Thursday for 10 days of junior race, which is amazing. I'm sorry, I apologize for that. But yes, we're going to 9 or 10 days of junior racing, but it'll be all Hannah Rocket and all that. Like this. Hold on.
All right.
So, yes.
It's just in gray gel coat now, right?
Yes, it's all, as they call it, murdered out.
Okay. All right. Well, get back to work. Let us boys have our fun.
And I apologize for interrupting. I was just.
You don't. No, you know you're not. You're not apologizing.
No, he's not.
Well, I mean it in a nice way, but I don't. You know what I mean?
Yep, I got you.
Hey.
All right, let's close it out, Patrick.
Love you, folks. Love you guys.
All right. Hey, once again, thank you all for all joining. The Peter Area show was pretty great last weekend. Got a new points leader, which is awesome. We have a new bounty. It's at 200, maybe more. By the time the next race shows up, we'll post a little picture for Mr. Pittman so he can see his face in his bounty association.
200 on the Wonder Bread Man.
200 on the Wonder Bread Man. Okay. Like Jason says, we're working hard to get this Southern Outlaw 632 series together. The purse is for the major event. It won't be that for the drag race for a cure on November 1st on the Sunday. We have to figure that out. We have to get a true number of cars it's going to show up to. So if you plan on showing up to that event, please let us know so we can take that into account. The things don't happen without the sponsors and supporters. Mark Williams and Doug Cook, his Interhope Enterprise supporting the Pro632 class and PDRA for us, and for our show, Shameless Racing, the Race 632, Procom ELS. Thank you very much for what y'all are doing to help us get this going and moving forward. So that's all I got, Jason.
All right. I personally like to thank Procom ELS as always again for what they do and what they continue to do for the class and us. Obviously, as he mentioned, Mark Williams, my sponsor, AMSOIL, Patrick's sponsor is Redline. Tyler, you got sponsors you want to thank? Tyler, sorry, Cameron, you got sponsors you want to thank?
He's too busy.
No, you got sponsors you want to thank. All right, I'm going to bed. I'll talk to y'all later. See you next week.
All right, y'all have a good night.
Thanks for having me. Y'all have a good one.
Welcome.